My name is Ivonne Bojoh. 3 years ago, my husband and I moved to Singapore and have been living here, enjoying the food, enjoying the people, and enjoying the fact that it's just a very safe and convenient country to live in. The most important skill set that you need is stamina. You have to believe in whatever your idea or your concept is, and you need the stamina to hang in there because it's not going to be an easy ride. It's not going to be an instant success, even though you hear the billion-dollar stories about Facebook or Snapchat or even Uber or Grab. You can look at the success stories and focus on that, but you also have to keep in mind that there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of ideas that never see the light of day. They fail for different reasons, not because it was a bad idea, but maybe it was the wrong time, or they didn't have the right investors, they didn't have the right team, or something in the technology didn't turn out the way that they wanted to, or the consumers just didn't pick it up. So there's a lot of ideas out there that fail, and there are some success stories that prove that it's possible. So having stamina and making sure you're in it for the long run, don't see it as a sprint or even a marathon. It's more like an ultrathon, and hang in there and keep fighting for what you believe in. The Singaporean startup scene has evolved a lot in the last couple of years and is growing rapidly still today. You see a lot of attention from the Singaporean government supporting these ideas and also showing their ambition to support technology startups in particular. And Singapore is a great place to have a startup for different reasons. Its location, it's very centralized, but also the attraction that the country has to recruit great people, not just local talent, but also talent from abroad. If you look at the infrastructure, we're quite miles ahead of a lot of other countries in Southeast Asia. It's a very good fundament to start a company when it comes to legal structure, technical infrastructure. For us, we were choosing different countries as the base for our startup, and we in the end chose Singapore for all those reasons. When it comes to startups, and particularly technology startups, the startups in the US and particularly in Silicon Valley are still the North Star. A lot of people still focus on what has been done there or what's being developed there, what's worked there or not. But you do see that the people that actually come up with the ideas that have either been inspired by things happening in the US or they have studied there or they've had some work experience, they take it back and then they localize. So they look at their country, their region, and then adapt. And I think that's the thing that I love most about some of the startups in the Southeast Asian region, is that if you look at Uber, what they have done is they've changed mobility. And then if you look at Gojek in Indonesia, they have taken that mobility issue, but they have plotted it on their own country and said, we don't need more cars driving people around. We need to mobilize two wheels. So their whole idea is very similar to Uber, that it is about mobility, but it's adapted to that country, to the needs of their own people.